Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am your host tonight, Chrisnatha, Derosier, certified life coach, author, and speaker. And we are starting a series, and our series is called I Survive. And today we are so excited because we have a special guest who's with us this evening, and her name is Keive. Keive Gordon, everybody, make some noise, put some. Yes, we are
Hi guys.
excited. Put some comments in the chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We're so excited. Welcome, Kiwi.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Chrisnatha, for having me. And thank you to all of the viewers who are watching.
Absolutely. We are so excited. I can't wait just to hear all about your amazing story. And so, if I had to ask you this question, I know it could be a very, it's simple, but it's not so simple because there's so much richness and history. But if I had to ask you, who is Kiwi Gordon? How would you share with us who you are?
Okay. So Keive Gordon is this down south country girl from Georgia, who is full of life, who is full of fashion, who loves her curves in every way and doesn't mind showing them off. But also someone who's very hardworking, very dedicated to her brand, and very dedicated to building up her plus size community with body positivity. And, just an all around teacher in showing other women that, that have curves that you can be fashionable to, you can love your body, and just an all around go getter girl.
I love that. That is amazing. And so, being a fellow curvy girl myself, I absolutely love that.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
And I want to make a small pivot a bit. Like I stated at the beginning, the name of our series is I Survived. And I want to ask you about something super important, and that's bullying. And I know that you've had some history and experience with that. And if you could just share with us your experience, when did that start? What was that all about?
Okay, so I have had some experience with that. It started roughly around about when I was in middle school and junior high. I've always been what I call a little chunky monkey. Like I've always been chubby, thick, plus size, whatever. But of course, growing up, the kids like to call you fat. They like to call you ugly. So I kind of grew up in that area where I got picked on by some of the high school jocks, and got picked on for other people by other people, for a couple different reasons. I was book smart, and some of them I wouldn't let cheat on my paper. So you wouldn't cheat on me. The first thing that would come out your mouth was fat. Um, because I wasn't, a size 2, like I said, I've always been a little chunky monkey. That was just a very loose word that seemed to spread around in middle school and junior high. I mean, yeah, we were young kids, but anybody that had some type of weight to them always got picked on. So including myself. So really started middle school. Middle school is when it was the worst, being picked on for being chubby. But then also as I got into junior high, certain things that I got into, certain events that I wanted to be a part of, it was always like, oh, you were too big to do that. Like when I wanted to be a cheerleader and I started cheerleading, transitioning from middle school to junior high, there were people saying, I was too fat to be a cheerleader. I was too big. How was I going to be able to jump? All of those kinds of things. And I would say that's where the bulk of the bullying started, is middle school and junior high.
And how did that affect you? Did that affect you emotionally, or did it change the way you felt about yourself? Did it affect your self esteem in any way?
It really did. It really did, because I was a very personable person. I had a bright and bubbly personality. But of course, the more you hear somebody say something about you, the more it's kind of like a hammer and a nail, right? You say you're
Mm-hmm.
fat one time, you say you're fat twice, you say you're fat three times, and that nail goes deeper and deeper. And so as that word just kind of chiseled away at me, it did hurt my self-esteem, especially being around a bunch of different kids that were friends of mine, but were also, on the smaller side. So me being bigger, it seemed like they would sometimes get more attention than I did. Definitely, which I know we'll probably talk about later, but even with the fashion, like us going shopping together and stuff, they were able to get clothes that I couldn't. And, it just really kind of hit away at my self-esteem because I felt like I was just like them. I put my shoes on, one foot at a time. But being that my body stature was different from theirs, it definitely started to have me, lack confidence.
I could definitely understand that. I know as a young girl, I dealt with an eating disorder going probably middle school, going into high school, and so I definitely struggled with weight and what people thought of me and my size. So I could definitely understand that. And how did you eventually overcome some of those feelings and then transition into, just being a model and just basically taking that pain and turning it into power?
So some things that really helped me overcome, definitely my mom was a big influence in me growing up. She always had confidence in me. She was always telling me if there's something that I wanted to do, I could do it. All I have to do is put my mind to it and it can be done. So when I was in junior high, there used to be this community called the Film and Fashion Board, and they would have fashion shows at our local mall and also at the Albany Mall. And I never thought of myself as a model again because I'm just this chunky girl with a large kind of fat face. And
Mhm.
me and my siblings, we used to fight a lot, so there was like scratches and stuff on my face, and I was just like, that was like the furthest thing from my mind. But as I saw pictures in the mall, it was pictures of different people and it was different sizes. And so they just happened to have a casting call that day. So, I just heard in the back, my mom's voice in the back of my head that, like, if you want to do something, if you want to put your mind to something, do it, regardless of what anybody says or what anybody tell you. If they tell you that you can't do it, you prove them wrong. So throughout the years, I've always taken that sentiment with me. And that is one of the things that has helped me to really build my confidence is if somebody tell you can't do something, prove them wrong. Show them that you can.
Awesome. I love that. Such a great message and so awesome of your mom to kind of help encourage you during that time. What is something you would say to parents if their child is going through, something similar, being bullied because of their size or um, their self-esteem being affected? What is something you would um, share with parents to keep in mind or share with their children?
I would definitely tell parents that communication is key. Make sure that you're talking to your daughter or your son. They go through different things every single day, some that you see and some that you don't see. But when you communicate with your child to a T, not just trying to be their best friend, but also being strict and being their parent, when that communication is there, you can see when your child starts to change in an instant. You can see when the happiness from your child or just different things, you'll start noticing different things. And of course, your child will always come to you the
Yeah.
more they feel like they can communicate with you. So, just be that communicating force with your child. But also to, pay attention to your children. There's a lot of things going on in this world, and this world gets smaller and smaller every day, but then this world gets meaner and crueler sometimes every day. So just, pay attention to what your child, but make sure that you're talking to them and physically showing them that you love them, that you're here for them, that doesn't matter what's going on in their life, they can talk to you.
That's so good. Oh, that's so good. I think it's so important just to speak life into your children and young people. You just don't know what people are going through. So everyone needs encouragement. So that is so
This is true.
awesome.
This is true.
And I wanted to ask you for those who aren't sure, maybe they've heard the term, but they're not really clear on what it is. What is body positivity? What does that mean? Is it a movement? What is it all about?
Body positivity is a lot of things. Body positivity is a movement. Body positivity is a feeling. Body positivity is a journey. So to me, body positivity means accepting yourself for who you are, flaws and all, loving the skin that you're in, flaws and all. Even if you want to change a little something about yourself, do it because you want to do it, because you love yourself and you care about yourself. Self-care is also a part of body positivity. So loving yourself in all forms, in all statures, in all part of walks of your life is what
That's
body
so
positivity
good.
means to me.
I love it. Thank you. That I love that so much because oftentimes we're kind of sold a message where we have to be at a certain point to really embrace who we are. And like you shared, body positivity is saying, no, embrace yourself first, love you first in every aspect and also in
Absolutely.
every stage, right? Because we change, right? Things happen,
Absolutely.
our body changes, but we still have to love who we are. So that's wonderful.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Now, I want you to tell us about your journey and your fashion line. We want to know about it. So tell us about all things, all things curvy.
Okay. All things
All things
curvy.
curvy. We want to know.
So even as a little girl, I have always loved fashion. And of course, being my size, as a in middle school and junior high, one of the most discouraging things was going into, I'm from a small town and we had a mall. So everybody went to that mall for their shopping, for clothes,
Mhm.
for, things like that. And one of the most discouraging things is being with a group of friends and you go shopping with them and everybody can fit something in that store but you. It's very discouraging growing up, um, seeing clothes and you know that you would look good in them, but they don't make your size. So I kind of always knew in the back of my mind, and I used to say, oh, well, when I start getting a job and when I make the money that I want to make, and my parents
Mhm.
ain't got to buy my clothes no more, I'm gonna start dressing like this, and this. So I started to do that. Throughout college, I did the same thing. I would research brands. Back then, Lane Bryant and Ashley Stewart were two of the bigger plus size brands. They weren't what they are now, but they
Mhm.
were up and coming. So those were kind of like really the only brands that really did, plus size clothing. But I still was able to go in there and find different pieces and find fashionable pieces and put them together. And, being part of my background is in dramatic arts. So I always would like involve myself in the hair and makeup, involve myself in the fashion design, like putting the outfits together and stuff throughout college. And just, you're all around fashion. Like I love fashion and I love putting it together. And I just kind of always said in the back of my brain, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do my own clothing line one day. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but man, if I had my own clothing line, it would be like this, and this. So when I started my journey, of course, plus size modeling and fashion influencing, and again, teaching women how to dress for your size, but also giving women confidence to dress their size. Just because you're not a size 2 doesn't mean that you can't look good or as
That's
good,
right.
or if not even better than the person that's wearing the outfit that's similar to yours.
Mhm.
So And also too, one of my things is I'm very big on fitness. Like I love fitness. I'm a dancer. I work out 5 times a week. That's just something is a self-care for me.
Mhm.
And so going through this whole, fashion influencing journey and putting clothing and putting pieces together, I started to notice that there wasn't a lot of fashionable pieces when it came to workout gear for plus size women. Of course, there is workout gear, but I just started noticing and finding out that, okay, as the sizes get bigger, the material doesn't be the best quality. It's very paper, it's very
Mm.
see-through. And, it wasn't, when you go places and when you dress, one of your goals is to look good and to feel good, right?
Mhm. Yes.
So I love wearing clothes that make me look good and make me feel good. But going to the gym, trying to find, a gym outfit, it just really wasn't a thing. So I was like, you know what? Let me take the fashion sense that I have. Let me take the clothes that I would like to see, not just on myself, but like to see on another curvy woman. Let me take those ideas that I have in my head and what I teach women every day, and let me put it on paper and see what I can come up with. So about 2 years ago, I started sketching in a sketchbook. I started sketching workout pieces and started sketching athleisure wear, lounge wear, comfy things, also too, things that are versatile. So you can wear them and dress them up or dress them down, and you can wear them different times of your day.
Oh, that's
Um,
awesome.
yeah. And that's how Kervy Kerves was born. And, so I just took my love of fashion and I took my love being a curvy woman and the things that I would love to see my curvy women in. And I began to make those designs. And so here, fast forward, I launched Kervy Kerves in September of this year. We started out with your athleisure wear, so your curvy t-shirts, long sleeve shirts. We just launched some sweatsuits, different colors, different sizes. And one thing that separates with Kervy Kerves is no two sleeves are the same, just like no two curves are the same.
That's
So I
awesome.
definitely always wanted to keep that curvy fashion sentiment, but also keep my love for curves into that piece. And of course, I love all things curvy. So making sure that when a curvy woman puts my piece on, they know that that piece was made for a curvy woman by a curvy woman. So yeah, that's kind of how Kervy Curves was born.
I love that. For us, by us.
Yes, made
I
for
love
us,
that.
by us. Yes,
That's
ma'am.
right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the clothing is versatile. So you can take, like, for example, I have on a Kervy Curves tee. I have on a long sleeve splatter tee. And as you can see, like I said, no two sleeves are the same, just like no
Yes.
two curves are the same. But you can take this shirt, you can go and work out in this shirt. You can take this shirt, you can dress it up with some jeans and some heels and a cute little belt and a purse and a jacket. Or if you want to just sit around your house, you can just put on a pair of leggings and this tee with some socks and watch your favorite, holiday movie because it's, the holidays are around. So yeah,
Hmm.
so you can wear this shirt and my sweatsuits and things that are about to come out. You can wear them at all types in all stages of the day. So morning, noon, and nighttime. So that's definitely something that I wanted to make sure as well that I incorporate in my fashion line is that this can be worn all day, all night.
That is wonderful that it's versatile, that you understand the curvy body because you are a curvy woman as well.
Mhm.
And yeah, sometimes getting certain pieces and fashions from different places can be challenging, but it doesn't have to be because we have curvy curves. So that's wonderful.
Exactly.
Super excited. How can we get our hands on curvy curves? Where can we go? How do we get our hands on your fashions?
Okay, so you can shop online. Purchases are made online only. You can go to my website. It is kervykerves.com. That's KervyKerves.com. Kervykerves.com. So it's not your original curves. Curves is spelled with a C, but these curves are spelled with a K. Okay.
Yes. Oh, that is so awesome. I'm excited. I love the whole concept with the sleeves being different. It is definitely something that stands out. And it's in a lane on its own.
Right.
It's so
Like us,
awesome.
right? We stand
Yes.
out. Our curves stand out. So why
Yes.
not wear pieces that make you stand out? You stand out.
Mhm.
There's nobody else like you. There's no other woman has your curves. So girl, stand out.
I love that. I love it so much. And so we want to also make sure that people connect with you on Facebook. If you are on Facebook, go ahead and connect. We want to make sure that you do that as well. And on Instagram, we want to make sure that you guys just follow Curvy Curves and make sure you stay up to date with any new pieces coming out and any awesome announcements and all of the holiday
Mhm.
announcements that are coming as well. So want to make sure you connect with this beautiful woman here. Thank you so much. This has been so good. I feel empowered. I am excited. And it makes me even more proud to be a curvy woman. For a long time, it's like, uh-oh, but now it's like, listen, we are here. We're taking up space
And
and
we're
we're going
not
to do
going
it in fashion.
anywhere. We're not
Yes,
going anywhere, baby. Our curves are here to stay. And
that's right.
curvy fashion, it has gone a long way. It has. The curvy, modeling industry, it's gone along, but it still has a long way to go. But definitely I love that the curvy community is becoming more confident in their curves and more confident in themselves and more, having more confidence to step out and do the things that they actually love and do it unapologetically.
Yes, that's so important.
Yeah, I love
So
that.
important as women that we just embrace our bodies and celebrate who we are. I think it's a beautiful thing, and so I'm excited about that. Excited about this, your business. This is amazing. So thank you, and for your
Thank
amazing energy that I'm feeling through the screen. You can tell
you.
that you love what you do, and that's exciting. So yeah, thank you so much for empowering us curvy girls.
It is my pleasure. And thank you again so much for having me and allowing me to voice my love for my curvy community, and my love for, myself as a curvy woman.
Yes, absolutely. So we're excited, guys. Thank you for tuning in with us this evening. As you can see, we've had an amazing, amazing time here, and we are all things curvy curves. Okay, we are excited, and this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. So thank you again for joining us, and we will see you guys soon. And take care, everyone.
Bye, guys.